China. There are actually many Chinas in HOI4. Some would say maybe 2. Others might count Manchukuo into it. Then we have 3 Chinas. And if we get the warlords into the mix, this will start to get out of hand. But there is one China I have not played yet, and you always wanted me to play. Communist China. And today, we're gonna dominate with them. So without further ado, our man, historical, and go. Not gonna lie, our starting situation doesn't look good. We have some army, but it's barely equipped. We don't even have a lot of manpower. I mean, okay, that's a lie. We have a lot of manpower. But for China, that's not a lot of manpower, and we only have that much because we're in service by requirement. As China, you should never be on service by requirement. And best of all, we can't even build anything. Like, there's 0 free building slots, so I'm just gonna build an airport. Might be useful later, I don't know. Production-wise, we can build 2 things. That is guns and trucks. So let's just build that. Might be useful later. And we also have transport planes, but that's very expensive. I'm not gonna build that. Research-wise, we don't even know what a World War II gun is, and it will stay that way for now because we will do engineering and production. We need some bonuses. Talking about bonuses, we have a lot of fun national spirits that we have to get rid of. And there's one pretty much stopping us at all from building. Minus 50% construction speed. That is bad. So for now, we're not gonna go down the 2 civilian factories you get over here, which normally is pretty strong for China. Now we're gonna go down this, mainly because I want the research slot. This will help a lot. So let's start. And because we're a little bit on time pressure, looking at our neighbor here, let's use our first political power and immediately make a war goal against Shaanxi. Because we need to grow, and we need to grow fast. So first focus is done. Let's go down literacy programs. And if that now also complete, let's get some political power. Research slot into better gun research, and our political power into an army reformer. We need army experience. And yes, I know we will fight a lot of early wars, spoiler, but we will not actually do that much fighting. What I mean exactly with that, you will see in a bit. And because I like to forget it, let's research terrains. Because yeah, communist China is one of those nations that don't know what a terrain is. And when you come to supply situation and you don't have trains, you're a little bit screwed. So war goal is done. Immediately declare the war and justify the next one. Yeah, we're gonna be fast about this. We don't have a lot of time. In probably 1 year, Japan is gonna declare the war on China, and we need to be prepared for that. Maybe not in the way where you think we should be prepared for it, but we still need to be prepared for it. So I'm gonna do a force attack and snake through their entire nation. They don't have a lot of victory points, so actually every single tile counts. We need to get whatever we can get. The good thing is we're taking them so early, they don't even really have an army yet. They probably have like 4 troops, because 2 are over here, and they have a bit more, I know that for sure. But yeah, that should be enough. Don't forget, keep up the force attack to pin them and snake around them. Very important. Don't give them a chance to organize or encircle you. Just snake. You don't need to fight. Yeah, war over. Basically, no fighting. Taking all the land, goodbye. This, by the way, double our mills. Very good. Even need to import some steel now. And we're gonna immediately prepare for the next front line. Might even want some more troops. And yeah, we got guns, so we have guns for more troops. That's good. And just as you see, I'm using not good units. This is bad. But for what we're doing, it's good enough. And yeah, we lose that modifier. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. But if it's between keeping this modifier or conquering land to get an industry, I know what I will choose. So with that focus done, we now have a choice between 3 different focuses. And of course, if we play Communist China, we're gonna go down the Mao route. But what I also want to say is that this, by far, is the weakest route, okay? Because over here, you get rid of all of the negative modifiers immediately. And over here, you just annex China. Here, you have to do the fighting. But where's the fun in just getting everything for free? So let's do that. This is actually fixing our negative modifier by a little bit. Actually, by half. That's good. So next war goal is done. Let's declare immediately and justify the next one in the background. Yep, I'm that optimistic. Fighting-wise, of course, day 1, force attack. We're gonna sneak around here, pin this, and try to break through here. And the rest also tries to pin all of this down here. And with that focus now done too, we're gonna do recertification campaign for removing power struggles, which is a horrible modifier, which made this advisor way more expensive than it needs to be. But I like political power, so I took him. But from now on, advisors are way cheaper. So that's good. Let's also research artillery. And yeah, I'm basically trying to encircle these troops over here and pin them down here to not be able to help. We need to get rid of this 1 horse division over here. But once it has broken apart, we should just have a nice encirclement. In the background, I'm going to do a little bit more chaos by pushing through here. And that should be that. We have trains, so how about we research support equipment now? Getting all of the fancy stuff for our war. Once again, force attack. Really important. Do that. Keep them pinned. We lose equipment, but not gonna lie, all of China is our core. So every time we conquer something, we gain gain manpower and we gain industry. So yes, we lose a lot of manpower and yes, we lose a lot of equipment doing these force attacks. But honestly, overall, we gain so much more. They of course do a last stand. I hate AI last stands because they're not really last stands. The unit didn't dissolve. It's just retreating now, which shouldn't be happening in a last stand. And yeah, because you can do it, let's get the better gun. It is actually way better because if you look at the new gun, it gives 6 soft attack. The one before is 3. That's 50% of what we're about to get. So we double our soft attack damage, which is amazing. Or at least, let's say necessary. It will not be life-changing, but without it, we will be pretty much screwed. And yeah, we won that conflict, just going around, rushing the victory points and taking land. So let's go to the next front line. What we could also do here, for a little bit of memes, is go down proper heritage, because we don't need the communist spirit, we don't need manpower, and build ourselves a free little horse division. We're gonna call it horse. Very good. Should make some of these early pushes way faster. If no guns, that's a problem though. Yeah, force attack, does take guns. And with that horrible spirit removed, we can now go down to Maoism, giving us a bit of stability, which is like good, because if we're at war, we're under 50% stability, and that activates strikes, so that's not good. Plus, we also get Maoism, I know, wild, which makes infantry equipment cheaper. That's kind of good now. Later on, it will not matter as much for reasons you will see. That's all I have to say about this. Now that we have enough political power, we have some interesting changes we can do. Firstly, war economy. Actually not a good choice because we don't really have an industry yet. Next, service by requirement, which is also pretty bad because we don't need as much manpower. We have like 3 million now. China is huge in manpower once you start to conquer, and we get a lot of negative effects for that. But even more interesting, right now we're on closed economy, which makes sense, I guess. But if we go all the way up to free trade, we get a construction bonus, research bonus, factory output, a lot of good stuff, okay? The only negative is that we give away a lot of our resources. And I'm gonna do it because we have no resources. Like, look at extracted. We have a little bit of tungsten, a little bit of steel, with nothing. Once our industry grows larger, we're gonna import everything anyways. So this for China doesn't matter because for some reason, the HOI4 devs were like, yeah, the North has like no resources, so let's give nothing here. Everything is here. And that's something we can kind of abuse, you know? We research way faster now. That's good. And we kind of need that because we're going to be stuck on 3 research slots for such a long time. That is horrible. So we got support equipment for the more interesting tech down here, like logistic companies. We will need a truck. So let's get that. Next, I got the notification that our war goal is done. So let's go in. And yeah, that is the last war goal we're going to do before we go against Japan. Let's go. Oh, we should also make a force attack. And now we actually have some supply again because we captured that supply hub and we have a core here. So very good. Trust me, this normally is a very painful war. Doing it like this is so much easier, like by far. And we could get engineering companies for defending because we will need to do some defending. And with Maoism done, we are actually basically done over here. What we can do now is get some more stability from over here because if you look, we are kind of a little bit lower when we're at war. And we're going to be stuck at war for quite a while once this over here starts. And yeah, you see all of the troops are stuck over here while we just encircle like everything. Yep, literally enough. Very good. Let's take it all and prepare for the big thing. It's not gonna be fun. And because we will have to defend at the beginning, obviously, we need some supply over here. So what I'm gonna do is build a supply up here and hook it up with our railway network, which is still in construction, I just noticed. Yeah, I tried to get this supply up hooked up, but this will finish so fast that the railway is not even done. But yeah, anyways, what we will do now to boost this up, because now this takes until July 22nd, 1938 to finish this one supply hub, which is more than a year. But every nation once gets this decision. Reorganize the railway system, which makes it 300% faster to build a supply hub. Let's do it. Because now it takes until 22nd of July, 1937. We save a year. Let's go. And now because we have some political power left again, let's go to service by requirement to extensive conscription, saving us a lot of negative industry spirits. We're quote unquote only at -10 now. This is better. Oh, and in the background, very important event, we arrest Chiang Kai-shek in the Guangxi clique. This gives us different choices, literally trying to get rid of him, like forever, or asking him for a Chinese United Front, which we will do, or just sending him off. Yeah, the top choices are kind of horrible. We definitely want a Chinese United Front, so let's do that. But funnily enough, not in the way you might think, because clicking this should invite the warlords. I hope it does. Otherwise, this is gonna be annoying. Anyways, next step, we're gonna immediately leave the Chinese United Front and watch them being attacked by Japan. when I said this conflict over here will be hard, I didn't lie. I just meant for the other China, because we're gonna watch. I want a little bit more time to prepare, okay? And a weaker China is an easier job for me to unite China. At the same time, if we're in the same alliance and we reconquer this land over here, the chances it goes to him is way higher than it goes to me. So fighting on my own has that huge upside. So these focuses over here are finished. I would say let's get rid of the last stability modifier. In the background, China is having fun and we're just gonna chill. Sadly, I would have loved if the warlords are also in this, because this way there's no chance that they could join the Japanese and we could backstab them earlier, but yeah, this is kind of annoying. And perfect, the supply hub has finished before the decision ran out, so we now will have supply over here. Very, very good. Now let's finally go to war economy, giving us even more factories. And yeah, I think we fix our industry as much as we can right now. For really getting rid of this modifier, we need to get down to this focus over here, and to do this we need to finish this, and for this we need 50 factories or higher. Yeah, we had 24 right now, and I did conquer a lot of land, but it was not very industrialized, so for now we're kind of stuck with this modifier. It is fine, we will survive it. And yes, because of that, we're finally gonna get ourselves the 2 civilian factories, because finally we can put them to good use. And because it will be amazing right now, let's get ourselves the war industrialist, building mills faster. Yeah, he helps a lot, especially with the minus 25. That and free trade, amazing. It's 2 modifiers you don't always think about. Anyway, so we have cuddled up to the Soviet Union, and because I already made a non-aggression pact, we can bypass the 70-day focus. Very good. And I would say for now we're kind of done over here. We don't really need tanks or a tank designer or mechanized research. This is very, very ambitious for an industry that we don't have. But what we can do is finally go down this path and kind of fix our military a little bit, because this modifier is still hurtful. Oh yeah, and immediately the Soviet Union guarantees my independence. Oh, that is great. And now that land doctrines are cheaper, thanks to this dude over here, let's go down here. Because yeah, we're gonna do mass assault, not grand battle plan, okay? I know I like grand battle plan, but I looked into it and there's like way more supply stuff here than in grand battle plan, and really will have supply problems with China, so I'm gonna stay here. I'm also preparing myself a little bit of a defense line. Yeah, this is not gonna be fun, especially with no air force. Talking about it, I want to build an air force very soon, but I need to focus my research for that, so I'm gonna finish these things and then we go into that. At the same time, as I said, I want to fix my military, and it's all the way down here, but there's a way where we can bypass these focuses over here, even though we're not in the Chinese United Front. That is, join the Comintern. Very good, because now these 2 focuses are bypassed, because we already are in a faction, so we can't do them, right? And we are now 2 focuses closer to getting rid of our bad army spirit. Very cool. And even better, once we're at war, the Japanese need to guard this entire border over here, meaning that we will have less troops of them on our border. And to show you, I mean, it's serious with the Air Force, I'm gonna get myself the ground support expert, meaning we get air experience now. Also in the background, I've reformed my template, meaning we have now this division, 15 with. You in my comments like to say 15 with is pretty good, so I'm willing to give it a try. On top, it's way cheaper than any 20 with, so sure, why not? It's also full of support equipment, so it should actually be pretty decent. So let's finally get rid of the horrible army modifier. And because it's gonna help a lot, I'm gonna get myself the army logistics expert. I think I should have way less problems with logistics now. Yeah, our negative modifiers are mostly gone. Like, yeah, mostly gone. Now we're missing only one last thing to really kick off this war. Because yeah, we're gonna actually attack Japan before China. I meant that. Like, if I would attack China now, yeah, they're very weak, but Japan would get most of the land, which is bad for me. On the other hand, if I attack Japan first, I can just take over most of this land China lost and keep it. So I'm gonna do that. So, the World War has started. At the same time, on the bottom right, you might notice I finished a war justification that will not go away because it's on a core state. So yeah, we can join the war any second now. China probably needs some help, and all I need is 50% world tension, because then I can start asking for guns. Because yeah, we're gonna stop building guns now and just e-bag a lot of people to send me guns. We're only gonna build defense equipment, because yeah, I'm building a lot of troops in the background. We need a lot to win here. I also didn't lie. In the background, I've been researching a lot of plane stuff. All the things I want now is this plane here, this cannon here, and this engine here, and we're gonna start cooking. I just need to update my guns a little bit though, because without these upgrades, we might not survive long enough to see an air force. But you know what? Let's declare the war, join the war, hope in the next few seconds the world tension will spike. Let's not call in the Soviet Union. Why? Firstly, it's boring. Secondly, they would take the land for themselves, which would be against the spirit of this challenge. So yeah, let's not do that. What we can do is mobile warfare now for more army organization regain and more division attack. Let's take that. And the first few land leases are coming in, which means we can now tap our source of endless guns. No, it's not the Soviet Union. It is these nations over here that for some reason, if you improve relations with them, which I did, send you all equipment in the world. Oh, we need more world tension with them because they're non-aligned. Oh my god. Okay, I can ask Turkey. That's good. Turkey, do you want to send me guns and support equipment? Yes, very good. 4,000 guns. I love you, Turkey. For those over here, apparently I have to wait a little bit longer for 60% world tension. And yep, they start attacking. And I'm starting to sweat. Not gonna lie, the troops are very well prepared. I fully trained most of them. And I didn't change the template, but I still think that's pretty good. So we shall see how well it performs. Also, our doctrine's going along quite well. Yeah, I think we got this. I think. And there we go. We can ask them for guns now. So let's build even more divisions in the background. And this way, we can ask for even more guns because we're missing even more guns. Yeah, and most of the time, they also give you more than just guns. They give you support equipment. They give you towed artillery. I think it's because they build all of the equipment, but never really go to war. Like these nations in a normal game of HOI4, I know Iran, Iraq later, they don't go to war. And when you look at that, over 5,700 guns from Saudi Arabia, 2,000 from Iraq, over 4,000 from Afghanistan, 2,000 from Iran. That is a lot of guns. We don't need to build guns anymore. That's my message. At the same time, we also finish this focus over here. So I'm going to prepare this one now. Or I think actually we're in a state where I can make an actual attack line. So let's do that. What I will say will be annoying is that you have to keep an eye here. Because every time this slightly moves, a lot of random troops will be forced to go against China. And they just eat a lot of supply and do nothing. What you also might notice is that very little divisions for Japan. And that has two reasons. Firstly, they're very busy over here, which is good for us. And they have all of the units against the Soviet Union. Because we're in the same alliance. Yeah, you see already 13 divisions because they pushed one tile. What is this game? Please. Again, 9 divisions. Yeah, I think the Chinese are pushing again because I joined the war and Japan is like completely thrown off by that. So they can't hold any of this land. The annoying thing is that we are losing stuff here. I mean, we could try to push, but I don't think it will do anything. Like realistically, could we do this? I mean, the answer is yes, but we would run out of equipment so fast. They do have the Air Force up over me, so they would just cast me. That's not good. First delivery is here, and we're just gonna ask for more and more and more. Why? Because we can. And they will always send you more, which is great. Just be careful. There's like a little bug where some equipment seems to be left sometimes. Just clear that. Ask for new stuff. You notice it because it's like a quarter of support equipment. Something like that, right? And I think the game can't handle a quarter of support equipment. I don't even know how it gets in that state. But yeah, you will never get that delivered. Just reset the land lease and get more. Once again, very good equipment. Oh, thank you, Turkey. So this focus is done, which is very good, by the way. I'm not gonna do this one over here because I think very soon we will fulfill the factory requirement. So let's do that. Mongolia and Soviets want to send me more guns. I'm always in for that. Let's go. And yeah, actually, not gonna lie, a lot of these troops over here are gonna be built, especially if the second land lease now here. What is going on? So I'm unironically gonna cancel some of those to have some reserve guns. But I think once those 22 divisions drop, we will have a big army that you can easily attack with. And we will have supply because of this supply up here and this supply up here. And then we will have this supply up here again. And we're gonna have a lot of fun. So the first few troops do arrive. And I would say, once they're in position, let's push. Because we have an amazing amount of support equipment. Guns with 20k plus. Yeah, I would say we're ready. In the background, we are also nearly done with our plane research. So we can tap into that in a second. But for now, summer industry, the rest of the army is also ready. Oh my god, yeah. Only 3 missing. I think we can start this now. Because the decision we unlocked before with the 100 regiments offensive means that we get for 180 days plus 25% attack on core territory. All of China is core territory. The only thing that's not core territory here is Korea. And once we're in Korea, we've already won anyways. So let's do this. I think we are ready. Bonus. Attack order. Go. Industry. We actually full. So, infrastructure? I don't know. And they're doing a last stand. That is so rude. Yeah, because everything is going so great, let's build an amazing air force. Hook our railway up to the other network, so we could actually take the supply hub. And yeah, I would say overall, this push is going very well. Oh, and we can take a new research slot. That is really good. Just need to be a bit careful that we don't overextend too much. Yeah, now we have supply over here. Let's go. We do be needing more trains, so let's just scroll down here and ask for more trains. Okay, slight stop on offensive. We are going very red on support equipment, but I think for first push, this was very good. We gained supply ups in the region and we took a lot of industry from over here. We do have to stay cautious because the Japanese still have a big air force and it probably, yeah, it casts a lot. We have some anti-air. I do kind of doubt that it's enough for our entire army. It isn't, yeah. Oh, 4th research slot, that is so good. That's gonna help a lot. Not gonna lie, this is a bit click intensive, but getting all of these land leases is such a big help, especially because I got logistics to write quite a bit in the beginning. Like, not gonna lie. If you look at my trucks at the moment, it is not looking good. So getting that a bit replenished does help. On top of that, our air force is actually getting quite a decent size for communist China. So we might actually get some casting here done. Let's go. And we're also getting to the second supply consumption doctrine. Let's go. But I think I actually have to remove the logistics company because the amount of trucks and support equipment I have currently is not looking good. Now in the plus of both again, meaning our units are performing actually better now, even though supply might be a bit of a bigger problem right now. I don't think it's going to be horrible because we have a lot of supply hubs conquered, but in some situations we would have performed better. That is a good victory. Capitulation of the first enemy warlord, or is actually Manchukuo a warlord? I don't actually know. I was thinking like, where is most of my army right now? Because this feels very thin. And then I saw this. Thank you, HOI4. Really, thank you. This is great. And cost me 2 units. Great. Yeah, we should play defensive right now. And starting now, the Japanese are going to have a whole other problem because they just declared war on the USA. And if you know something about history, that was something of an oopsie whoopsie on the Japanese side. Yeah, there's already way less Japanese units here. It's only one per... Oh, this is going to be easy now. This is going to be easy. Let's go into Beijing and reconquer everything. Japan just activated easy mode. I love it. Front line cut into 2. Let's say one pushes over here and the other one pushes down here. Oh yeah, we're gonna get a lot of industry now too. This is gonna be actually great. Gonna drop down some more supplied units. And I would say after all of this, let's finally actually push. Oh yeah, that's green. Last time there wasn't a lot of green. This time a lot of green. We can also use the airport now to give us more bonuses in this region. Very cool, because we can get actually some cash through. Not trading well though. I think once we bully them out of these airports here, we should just have full air dominance. This over here is also collapsing. Oh my god, I love this. This is so good. Finally some good news after years of suffering. Actually, I joined very late. After months of suffering. So the Soviet-German war just started. You know what? I'm just not gonna join that. I'm just gonna chill in my own war, because if I do that, I can't do a certain thing I need to do later. I know I said this very weirdly, but what I exactly mean, you will see when we get there. For now, I'm just gonna capture all of the ports, because I probably don't guard them. Because no joke, the Japanese rarely do that with the ports over here. It's just not guarded. Goodbye. And yeah, now the rest of the allies joined. Goodbye, Japan. I mean, right now we have like huge losses. Not gonna lie. But the land and the industry we get from this is actually amazing. But we should chill for a little bit, because I know some of my troops are just about to get encircled, and that's against the spirit of this push. Let's just take this supply up, and then we chill for a little bit. Get some more guns. So basically, we back the Middle East for guns. And yes, I know not all of these nations are Middle Eastern nations. I am sorry. Okay, I would say so far, so good. We got all of this from China, and that's, by the way, why I'm not joining them in the Chinese United Front, because I want that land. And we took the supply hub over here, which is actually very hard to get, because between here and here, there is normally not a supply hub. I did build a port here. So this is actually a huge push. I'm going to consolidate this now, because they're concentrating the air force in this region, and use the opportunity to push into here. And we've actually conquered so much land that we can finally do this focus. Proclaim the People's Republic. And here we go. We proclaimed the People's Republic of China. Now we can finally get rid of this horrible recovery from the Long March modifier. Oh my god, that is so bad. Look at that. Mao aged quite a bit in this picture, but I think he's fine. It has been quite a draining war, so understandable. Manchukuo has capitulated, meaning I will actually leave the Comintern now, because if I don't leave, something bad will happen. And that bad thing is Chile joining the war. Like, I'm not even joking. Chile joining the war would drag me into the war with the Germans. I don't know how, but the event is coded in a way where I join the German-Soviet war for some reason. After that, I can't leave the Comintern anymore, and that would be really bad. Because most of the time, the Comintern have a non-aggression pact with China, and that means, because they're the faction leader, I can't declare war on the other China. Meaning, I can't unify China. Yeah, that's why I'm doing test runs. I could join the allies though. No, same reason. The amount of pockets we have right now here are so good, by the way. And finally, The modifier is gone. Actual industry. And yeah, I'm building dockyards. Don't ask me why. Yeah, I think that's Japan done. At least for me. What happened here? Oh my god, British, what did you do? So, we got the last research slot. How about we finally unify China? Yeah, right now, the Chile event triggered. They declared war on Japan. And for some reason, that means that Japan joins the war with Germany. It is very weird. I think it's because it's a guaranteed independence thing. Because they have this over here. And because Chile doesn't join a faction, or they literally declare war on Japan. This triggers this defense effect. So I'm still at war with Germany now, which is still weird. But at least left the Comintern early, so I can attack China. That is good. But it's also so stupid. Because China is also involved. What? Yeah, that screwed over most of my trade, which is, you know, not good. But I'll try to fix it as much as I can. I also noticed I have a lot of political power and a lot of manpower. I'm just gonna go to volunteer only because I'm just that nice. Okay, focus is done. In the background, let's try to integrate Tibet. There's a chance I would actually say yes, so that's good. And we're now gonna just attack China. I'm invited into the Ethiopian faction, African Union. So war starts. Let's push aggressively. And on the side, I'm gonna declare war on the warlords too, and I'm gonna pray that they join the Chinese faction and not the Japanese. Didn't join any faction yet, which is bad, because once China capitulates, they could just join the Japanese one, which I don't want to. Oh my god, look at the cast damage we're doing to the Chinese. What is going on here? Okay, yeah, there I have like no equipment now. That is good. And yeah, we're pushing on all fronts. I even was thinking so much forward that I built a supply hub over here, so we have supply now. I know, wild. Okay, Tibet said no, which is sad, and I think that's like most of the focus tree done. And yeah, the Japanese of course trying landings again, so that is fun. Then it's China capitulated, which is kind of bad news because the warlords never joined, meaning they will join the Japanese now. I don't know if I like that. So we got actually everything. So it's our core land, meaning it's way cheaper. And now we only have to clean up all of this. And why did it go? Oh, they capitulated to the Japanese. That's, oh, okay. I was confused for a second why. There's a blob of Japan here with no troops. I'm just very confused to see that they have medium tanks. Are you doing a tank only challenge? What is going on here? Bro, Chinese warlords driving in with the medium tanks. Yeah, they joined. That sucks. Wait, what? You not joined the Axis? This is the worst timeline. This is most definitely the worst timeline. Now, I not only have to defeat the Japanese, no, I also have to defeat Germany. Meaning I need to get war participation here. Otherwise, I have a problem. So you know what? The next time the Allies ask me if I want to join, I say yes. And why the Allies not the Comintern? Because the Allies have a navy to help me with Japan, while the Comintern do help with Germany, but yeah, I need to defeat both. Oh my god, adaptable. Let's go. Yeah, I'm kind of like consolidating right now here, preparing for a big push, also building up the airport so we get slowly air dominance over here. And then I think we should be ready. And I actually have a very good industry right now. My whole bottleneck right now is material. And you know what? I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna go down to limited exports. So we do actually have some resources now. Yeah, meaning we have enough steel and enough tanks. This ate a lot of resources, not gonna lie. The main problem is I don't mind importing, but because I'm at war with Germany and the Japanese, I can't trade a lot because the Japanese stopped my naval trade with submarines, and I can't trade with Sweden or Switzerland because the Germans surround them. Yeah, the Germans are currently having quite the push. And yep, the Allies asked me to join again. Let's join. First warlord capitulated. Second warlord too. Yeah, that's quote-unquote China cleaned up, but the war is sadly not over, isn't it? And while we prepare for the invasion of Japan, because yeah, I'm planning that, might need to research it though. Let's start a side quest and to join the Axis. That's actually somehow funny. On the map, we look pretty good, I would say. I think we got a very scuffed version of the D-Day here. What is this? They don't even have a board. Allies? Do you have like something more planned, or is this is the entire plan? Oh my god. They have no second naval landing to secure a port. Oh, not good. And because I don't want the Soviets to die, I'm actually gonna send them quite a big package. Have fun. Yeah, I started a small side project with the dockyards I built earlier, thanks to the British. If you ever need more naval dominance than we can currently have, this might help. I'm sending the Soviets now all of my scuffed equipment I once borrowed. I hope that helps them. I think finally the Allies woke up because they're pushing in Italy. They are landing over here, which they do actually own a port. If they can hold this is no other question. And I'm just, you know, dedicating myself to save the Soviet Union now because they are not looking good. Really not looking good. So yeah. By the way, Turkey joined the Axis. Yeah, that also happened. And yeah, good news. Italy is actually collapsing. That is important because the Allies need to push now. Otherwise the Soviets will fall. Let's let's go. And look at that. Actual Navy ships. Can we get anything green with that? Like for a second? Okay, I looked away, managed the Air Force a little bit because I wanted to nav the Navy a little bit. Apparently, I landed in mainland Japan. Cost me a lot of my battleships, though, I noticed. Do we have any left? Oh, we have one survivor. Good, please stay alive. I'm actually surprised I pulled this off, not gonna lie. The Japanese Navy is so much bigger than the American one. It is actually wild. But yeah, I would say let's just push. Soviet Union in Iraq. Okay. And the war with Japan is over. Yeah, I had a lot of war participation, so I just took all of Japan plus Siam. But now that we're done over here, we can absolutely take all our troops over to Great Britain and make an actual D-Day landing. Not what the Allies are currently trying. There was actually some success in this naval landing from the Allies. Yeah, I think Germany starts sweating now. We are landing. And they are running out of manpower. So if inflict good damage, we got this. This also means they can't push here anymore. Because I have my other army over here, which was before my Coast Guard, which you obviously don't need anymore, in the Soviet Union to hold the line there. Or why does the Soviet Union now declare war on me? What is this? What war goal do they even have against me? That's actually confusing. Why do they declare war on me? I'm literally just gonna try to beeline rush into Vladivostok and see if that ends the war. Would be great. Sadly not. What are the Germans? Oh, yeah, I defended too good for them. I should have defended the Soviet Union. Like, it's so stupid. I try to be nice. No. The funny thing is that the defense against the Soviet Union is led by a Soviet general. Because I did this focus where you get a general from the Soviet Union. Yeah, he's currently leading the defense here. Or let's say counterattack. And we just got a toy. Yeah, Germany is collapsing now. My big hope is that the Allies then just continuously push into the Soviet Union and we can get this done fast because I really don't want to fight them from the Siberia side. That sounds dreadful. I mean, I got Vladivostok, which is like a big victory point and basically the only big victory point over here. So yeah, this should be that. So we are in Berlin. Very good. Meaning that Germany should soon capitulate. I think the Americans nuked Austria. Oh yeah, they nuked Vienna. Goodbye, Vienna. Hey, look at that. Poland is back. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, our push is going really well, by the way. Germany is collapsing. The losses are wild. I have 2 million. Obviously a lot. I'm China. The Germans have 8 million. 1.8 million of that is from me. Okay, that's how much I've done in Germany in such a short amount of time. And we are in Vienna, which means Germany capitulates. Very good. They capitulate to the Soviet Union. I mean, I don't care. We will just capture the land anyways. But why to the Soviet Union? Even the USA has opened another frontier. That is so good. Yeah, I'm kind of done with this war. Sofia, goodbye. And it has fallen. Should be the end of this war. And it is. Very good. I'm just gonna be rude and take my land over here. That's literally the only reason why we fought this war. And I do kind of still agree that there should be an East Germany. So I took it. Yeah, but this is really cursed now because the Soviets took all of the Balkan. And that means all of this occupied land just becomes unoccupied, even though we're already in a war. That's not how this works. Not even in HOI4. You know what? Just to send a message that they shouldn't have done that, I'm gonna send them a present to Moscow. Here you go. This is such an unnecessary war, but the AI wanted to fight it, so I guess we're doing it. Should I take a pause so my troops can consolidate and I can build more equipment? Probably yes. But this recording is going way longer than I want it to be, and I'm hungry, so we're pushing. Goodbye, Leningrad. That was very annoying. And now we should only need to take a few more victory points. Probably all of them are here, so that's not gonna be fun. But yeah, overall, we are dominating them. We reconquered all of China, and the game is lagging, so did it... Oh, I just wanted to say the war is going good. Apparently we won. That's how good it's going. And I would say we restored the borders of China. Very good. Apparently I had a lot of war participation. Anyways, these were my divisions. My patrons, I love you. Until next time, bye.